Yes, Alia ma'am, the
So
stage is yours.
yeah, this is stage is mine. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So I just want to make this Sunday memorable for all English time members and for new learners as well, so they can learn many things from our group as it's going to be recorded session. So just let me give you a short introduction of this session. I'm gonna ask one question to one person and you will have to answer. It's going to be a easy question. You can take 2 or maximum 3 minutes to answer that question. And after completing your answer, you would be on mute. Okay? And I will take a name of somebody. If the person is not comfortable right now, so he can deny, no problem. But at least it's a humble request. Try to answer question. So should I start?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I would like to ask Abhishek first. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My first question is, what do you like to do in your free time?
If I'm talking about usually I just laying on the bed on free time and watching some Netflix or scrolling Instagram. But when I get bored from that stuff, then I play guitar and reading book. Like, mm, especially nowadays, I'm reading uh, Jordan Peterson, and the second person is Robert Greene. The both are legendary in their work because the both are psychologists, not a proper psychologist. But if I'm talking about a Peterson, so he's a hardcore psychologist and he is a professor in Harvard University. And the second person is Robert Greene. He's a legendary person. And ever have you heard about the 48 Law of Power? This is a book written by Robert Greene, and it's a New York bestseller, and also in the world, uh, because this is a lots of person didn't understand, but what is the reason behind why he wrote that sort of book? Because they didn't understand. Especially if I'm talking about the second law. So the second law is about you don't trust your friend, but in the way of his, I mean to say, in the his expression, his in the sorry about that. How do we say? uh, उन्होंने जो अपने तरीके से लिखा, could you please tell me?
He wrote according to him, as
Mm.
he thinks.
He as he wrote according to him, his perspective is totally changed from the individual. People are thinking he is totally wrong, but according to me he's right, because if I'm talking about professionally, so if I have a company, I'm a manager in the company, so I and my friend is work in a different company, so he's if I offer, please come in my company and I will provide you a great opportunity. So he's thinking, oh, sure, I will come. And he came in my company. And then he thought it's uh, not proper for me because uh, I forgot a word.
Um, Thank you so much, Abhishek, as it was a condition that a person can speak maximum 3 minutes because we have a lot of member in English time and I want to give equal opportunity to each member and I really appreciate you that you took initiative to speak first. Thank you so much for that. And I would love to listen your whole story later, but just
Yeah, sure. And thank you
allow
so
me
much
today.
for giving me this opportunity in first time.
Pleasure is mine. So I would like to ask Mukim sir, are you ready for the second question which I'm gonna ask to you?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just go ahead.
Okay. Uh, so the question is, how do you like to spend your weekend?
Oh,
You
weekend,
have 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. This is as usual. I would like to spend my weekend with my family and friends. As I reside in the UAE, the heart of the city, Dubai. So at the weekends, I go out for outing with my families in the desert. So sometimes for desert safari, which I would most like, desert safari and barbecue party with the friends, and we go out. And sometimes we attend any events. If there is any event, so we usually attend at weekends. And if I have time, then I read the books. Most of the time at the
Okay,
weekends,
that's
I
nice.
spend my free time with family and kids.
Nice thing. Nowadays, people are not giving their time to their family. At least you are giving your time to your family. That's really good
Mm,
thing. Thank you so much
yeah.
for your answer. So now, Tasif sir, it's your turn, and I would like to ask a very
Sorry,
crucial question, which gonna help our new learners today. I'm not. So the question is, what inspired you to start learning English?
that's a great question. So nowadays, if you see, if you go anywhere, to a restaurant or a bar or a pub or airport or railway station, everywhere the announcement is in English language, and it has become a global language. English has become a global language, and if you do not know English language, then you will be facing a lot of difficulties everywhere. And most of the companies, even MNCs, are preferring the candidates who can speak English, as because they have to communicate with the clients, with the colleagues in English language only. And moreover, if you are reading any books, most of the books you will find good books. Those are written in English language only. And moreover, if you are a good eloquent speaker, then you'll have a good fan following, and people will give respect to you. And it's a matter of fact that when you do not speak good English, then people do not care. And as a manager, my designation in my company is manager, so I have to be pretty good while communicating with my reportees, with my reporting manager, with the leadership team, with the clients. So that is why I'm here. I want to improve my communication skill. I want to be a fluent speaker who can just speak for hours without fumbling, without any pauses, without any issues, and people should able to understand me correctly, and also will able to uh, uh, perform whatever I'm asking them to do. So that is the importance of English language in my life, and I'm happy that I have joined this group every day here. I'm practicing English with you guys, and I'm learning new stuffs every day, be it English grammar, be it vocabulary, be it idioms, be it phrasal verb. So that's the importance of English language and how I am doing. I'm improving the communication skills over here. So those are the things which I'm doing right now. Yes, I'm done. Thank you. I believe 2 minutes was the time limit. Yes.
I know when we start speaking, we want to speak more and more, but we are
Yes.
bound. So sorry for that, and thank you so much for giving my answer. I believe it will help new learners how to start career. So thank you so much for that. Now I would like to ask to Sachin. So are you ready to answer my question?
Yeah, sure, why not? Would love to answer the question.
Okay. So the question is, what's something you are looking forward to do in the future?
Um,
What's something you are looking forward to in the future?
yeah, I heard your question, and so not decided, but yeah, I have a plan that I am looking for the coming 5 years that I would be an engineer or a perfect engineer where everybody would love to hire me. That okay, this person has a drastic mind, or
difficult mind that okay, nobody can cooperate with him. Means just he has something that he can do something beyond the limit. So I want to be like that. And in the coming years, I'm just preparing for the UPPCL, so would be looking for that only. And this communication. So talking about the English thing, so I want to be a fluent speaker as a only Indian speaker, not like a Britishers. How do they speak? But just want to be like my own personality. I want to develop my own personality. That's what I am looking for in the coming future. I hope I answered my question well and you are satisfied with my answer. Thanks for your question.
Normally, all answers are, are going to help new learners because they have many questions in their brain, how to start, how to answer. So our answers will help them. That is the main purpose to record this session. And I'm not able to see how many members are here. So I would like to ask Pari. Pari, are you there? If you can unmute yourself. Okay. Mitadi, are you there? Anybody?
Hello, yeah, Alia.
Thank you so much, Dee, for responding me back. I want to ask a question to you. So would you like to answer?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So my question is, what are your long-term goals and inspirations?
Pardon?
I'm asking to you, what are your long-term goals and inspiration? As I believe you are preparing for to be a teacher, right? Am I audible to you? Hello. Okay. Who is able to listen me?
You're audible. Um,
But I'm not getting any response back. Jagriti ma'am? Anybody
Yes,
who
Ali.
is listening me?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Jagriti ma'am. So I have one question for you. Would you like to answer?
Yes, why not? Yes, why not?
As I believe you are living in USA, so every day you are getting foreigners and as we call native speakers. So I believe you can practice more. So I have a question for you. How often do you practice speaking English with native speakers?
Alia, I am at home. I am not going anywhere. So
So at least with
we do
your,
not.
neighborhood, you can practice.
No. This day here it's too cold. So we do not meet even each other. Uh, yeah. So we are not going out and meeting. But yeah, sometime when we want to speak, then my neighbor is Brazilian, so her English is also not good like me. She is also facing this issue. But at that time, when we are going out, we speak with each other in English. Otherwise, fine.
Okay, I got your point. But at least we guys just try to find, native speakers and you are living in a native place. So that is the, good part of your life. Thank you so much for giving answer. Now I would like to ask who is willing to give me answer. Pari, VK, Smita Di, or Muhammad Huzefa Sahab. Anybody? If I am audible to you guys. Pari, are you there? Or my voice is not reachable to you? Even I can't see chat box. Sorry for that if you are writing. So nobody is able to listen me. Devi ma'am.
Yes, Alia.
Check in
I'm
the
here and
chat.
I wrote that. Give me a few minutes.
Sorry.
Give her few minutes. She
Yes,
will
I'm
be.
here and I wrote that. Give me a few
Oh,
minutes.
okay, take your few minutes. So till then, who is ready to give my questions answer? Whoever presents on voice chat can easily say that yes, I want to say something. Like as you have heard, questions are very normal related to your day-to-day life.
I believe she is interested. Devi ma'am.
I I don't know my voice is reachable or not.
Hello, Alia.
Yes, Devi ma'am.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see you live.
Thank you so much.
Live.
Devi ma'am, I want to ask you a question. Would you like to answer?
You ask me small question. Why? Because I am a learner.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
ma'am. I will just ask, you know. So I would like to ask that tell me about your family.
Okay. Thank you. Mm, in our family, we are 5 members. My husband, me, and 2 children. They are studying in the elder one 10th class and younger one 7th class. I am a teacher. My husband also working as a teacher. Government employees we are both.
That's really good part of your life that you both pair has good job in a government sector.
Yeah.
And I believe your kids are going to take, wonderful education with wonderful parents.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your
Thank you.
answer.
Bye.
Bye bye. So, Smita Di, am I audible to you or you are facing network issue in listening mode? Okay, I understand your problem. Akila. Akila ma'am, are you there? Even I'm not able to see, guys. Who is willing to answer or speak easily can say.
You may repeat the question with other members if they are interested. So
Yeah,
I guess
that would
rest
be
members
great
are
thing, I
on listening
believe.
mode only.
So yeah, I would like to repeat one important question which really I made for Tausif sir only. But as per the condition, first give one chance to each member, then even I haven't asked this question to anybody. So are you ready for that question, sir?
Alia, first you ask that question.
Sorry, ma'am.
First you ask that question, then anybody uh, choose that one.
No, ma'am. It's not. We have some conditions today, so that is the
Okay.
reason. Uh, Tausif sir, are you ready to answer my question?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the question is, what do you do for work and how did you get started in your career?
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, also I'm a technical manager in my company. So my work is to handle multiple projects, and I basically focus on end-to-end deliverables, and starting from the requirement gathering stage to implementation phase to testing the application after going live in production. And basically I try to manage the resources for in the projects, and try to assign different work to different people based on their skill, and also try to step in whenever they are stuck and they are not able to proceed ahead. Then I just step in and I try to analyze the situation and analyze the issue, what is going on, and give my solution and help them to get unlocked. And what was the next question? Like I couldn't get it. How do I start? How did I start? Alia ma'am, you are on mute.
How did you get started in your career?
Okay. Uh, that is a long story, but I will try to brief it in small, uh, summarize it. Okay. So I have done my BTech in computer science engineering, and I graduated in the year 2009. And I was placed in Infosys in my college only, in the form of campus selection. Then I joined Infosys as a fresher, and I joined as a associate system engineer. That was my initial designation, and I was working on SharePoint. I don't know how many people here know about SharePoint, but it's a Microsoft technology, SharePoint portal. And then I tried to switch to different technologies over the years. And basically, my whole technology is related to Microsoft technologies only. So I have worked on SharePoint, I have worked on ASP.NET, MVC, jQuery, JavaScript, and also Office products. Uh, Exquisitely on these Microsoft technologies. Yes, and I do seldom coding now because of the workload I have. I don't get time to write on a particular task or to write code for a task completely. And I just do code review whenever people are done with their stuff, and when they check in the code, I just do the code review and pass whether the code is correct or not, whether it has all the what we say in technology technology wise, like whether the code is efficient or not, whether we can have any uh, loopholes in the code. So this kind of checks I do. So basically that is my work as a
Tester.
code reviewer,
You are
not
a code
tester.
tester.
No, not
So what
tester,
is the
I am a
difference?
code reviewer.
What is
Code reviewer means
I
somebody. I have given you work. Yes.
what is the difference between code reviewer and tester?
Tester is like they will be just testing the application instance or in the application. Code reviewer is like suppose I have given you something to perform a particular task, and you write the code, and whenever you are done with developing that functionality, then you can say you can pass this information to the tester that this functionality has been tested, or this functionality has been implemented. Then the tester will come and check whether the functionality is working as per the expectation or not, as per the requirement or not. And after that, the developer will check in the code will be present in the repository, right? So until and unless he has not checked in the code, it will be in his own laptop, local laptop. But every coder needs to check in the code so that in future it can be referred by other members also. It should not stay in your local system, right? So when we are checking in the code into the code repository, that time code reviewer comes into picture, and he just has to verify the code quality of the code that the developer has written, whether it is efficient or not, whether it is how we can reduce the code. Some codes you can, I mean,
So
so for some functionality you can write 1000 lines of code, but as an experienced person you can just say that you do not need to write 1000 lines of code. It can be done in 500 lines. Why you are unnecessarily modifying or increasing the code line of code, and why you are putting in so many comments. So these are pretty technical
this is
stuff, and I do not want to go into those things. Yes.
no, definitely I will listen this recording twice so that at least I can get your experience in a better way. Because right now something is going in my head and something is just even not touching my head, just going over through, so I can understand. But yeah, little bit I got you, not 100%. So Sachin has gone. I would like to ask a question to the person, but okay, I can ask to Abhishek. So So Abhishek, I have a question for you. Mm, The question is, do you prefer learning English through reading or through listening and watching videos?
It's a great question. I'm talking about myself, so I learn English through everything. I'm not talking about a particular one thing because English is a language, not a reading or listening. If you are listening, that is great. You develop your listening. If you are speaking, so you will develop your speaking, and if you are reading, so you will develop your reading. Not if you are particularly, if you are particular, give time to a particular things, then you will master that thing, not overall. So English is a language. So uh, if we are give all of time, all if we are give time to all of them, then you will improve uh, easily, and we will understand every and all of.
Yes, sure, you are right. But yeah, if we read more, so we just improve our reading skills. So it depends. Partially, we should, you know, uh, divide our time and should give to each and every aspect to learn a language, to master a language. So I think I can see Dharmik here. Mr. Dharmik, I would like to ask a question to you, if you allow me to ask. Dharmik Solanki, are you there? Are you there, or my voice is not reachable to you?
He has posted in the group, Alia man, that he is having dinner right now. He will be joining in 10 minutes.
Okay, so I believe we are done with our questions, and I have a last question for Sachin if he is ready to answer.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll answer the question.
Yeah. So I have a question, as I believe you are the, milestone of English time who established this thing, and you have faced a lot of things just to run this group. So you are the right person to give the answer of this question. Everybody faces issue, but you have, different ideas regarding other people, as I believe 400 guys have joined this group and have left as well. So they have learned many things and they went through first you. So I believe you know. The question is, what strategies do you use to improve your English skills?
Mm, First of all, it's a deep question that I think you are digging the English time journey. And the same thing is there. I would always say that I try to connect with more people as much as I can. So I try to just connect them and understand their strategies, that what do they prefer and what are their priorities and how do they try to learn. So just pick some qualities from them and some qualities from others. So just try to conclude that and use our mind to develop that. That's what I do, as well as the journey concerned. So it was a hard time to manage this all, and there were so many ups and downs in this group. Tried to manage all the things, somewhere admins, members, but all in all, I tried to just maintain the decorum. I strict with my rules. Whatever the regulations has been maintained by me as well as the members. So whatever the things were there in this group about the rules, regulations, I always stick to that. And according to the rules, regulations, this group is running, and it is all only based. Sometimes we say, na, there is a thought process that we call discipline. Discipline is the key of success. If we all will be in discipline, then definitely we'll get something. And after a journey, I think after 2 months, 3 months, I got to know that members are getting inactive and they are not learning. So try to implement some rules so that they can be active. So this was the trick and strategies that I used to do with the members so that they can be active here and try to involve more. So and then the rest part, how to make them active, that the only thing was that the more content give them and they would discuss on that. That was the only priority. And I always prefer that members' satisfaction should be there. If they come here, if they give some time here, so at least they should learn something. At least they should learn how to introduce themselves. This is the main thing that what I prefer to, for the every members, so that they can learn something from there. So this was the all about the journey and learned so many things with the members as well as the other experience as many elders are there. There are teachers and job holders, managers, as well as the foreigners. So would always try to interact with them so that they can just give this information that how do they learn and try to implement that things easily. So this was the trick to maintain the good decorum. That's all, I guess. I meant the answer
Thank you
correctly,
so
and
much.
hope you understood the properly.
Thank you so much for providing me the information in nutshell. Because 2 years journey of English time, you expressed 5 minutes. It was really, I think, great task. Because 2 years we have a lot of memories from this group. Even I can't forget those moments which I have, you know, spent with English time members. So right now, thank you so much for your answer. And I would like to ask our co-founder of English Time, I believe. I think he is not here. He left again. I was thinking to ask this question to that guy, but okay, he left. So now I don't have any target whom I can ask any question. So if anybody willingly want to answer any question, can raise their hand, easily can unmute and say to me like, yeah, I want to give answer
Yes, I
because
would love
we are
to
done.
ask one question from you, if you.
Sure.
So my question is very simple. How did you experience English time? What's your experience?
English time.
Yes, this
Thank you so much. I
community.
was expecting this question from you. Yeah, so as I believe that 2 minutes are very less to express my feeling for English time, as I joined this group before 1 year ago, I can say. So really, I have faced many things in this group, and I want to share my journey. If you allow me, can you give me 10 minutes to share my English journey?
Sure, sure.
Because at least I need 10 minutes. Yeah. So I believe that I was good with grammar part, but the main thing was communication and conversation. It was really bad, and I found this group. Not I found as you texted me first, and I joined this group. And the best part, which I observed about this group, the welcoming. When you go somewhere and people welcome you, so you feel like because they don't know that it's our strategy we do with everybody, but they feel that yeah, I am VIP person here, and I felt like this. Or everybody was welcoming me and giving me, hearts and emojis and trying to interact with me. So the day I believe it was really memorable for me. And the second part which I got about English time, correction. That time I was making blunders while speaking. I was not ready and I was not able to frame sentences in an accurate way. So mostly Pari, Anjar and Ajmol, Sachin, Dharmik, many more members were there, Geeta ma'am. So they were correcting me. Each question, if I was using a single article incorrect, they were correcting me. So because of those corrections, I improved myself a lot, and you can see where I am today. Now I'm asking questions to you guys. So thank you so much for making me like this. And the third part, consistency. And what is consistency? Consistency means you have something to express your ideas every day. So the group topic which English time provides every day, so I was getting group topics and I was not able to frame my sentences on that. So I used to take help of Google. I took, I think, for a week only. After a week I realized that I should frame my own sentences. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna just make mistakes. And I was certain about this, that everybody will correct me. So I started framing my own sentences. And the best part of my life, I started making mistakes, because really you should make mistakes. So you can learn from your mistakes. I started making mistakes and everybody was correcting me. And I started speaking on the topic and it was really horrible for me for 2 to 3 days. Then gradually I was getting confidence every day. Day by day, I was shining and topics. Then every day, casual talks about me, about my education life, about my future. People used to ask me every day, I believe, every day. Some people join English time and they have a lot of questions. They ask you, and really, I was getting so much confidence that finally I'm able to speak in English. I'm able to convey my thoughts in English, and because of that confidence, then I scroll YouTube, Hello English, and English Time, and a lot of platform. Then I started watching English movies, starting with subtitles. So right now I'm able to understand British accent, American accent, and I'm able to communicate overseas. That's the whole journey which I have, I think, because I have 10 minutes only. If you can give me 24/7, I can speak on this topic. This is my favorite topic, which you asked me. So thank you so much, Sachin, for asking me this question. I expressed my views, and I believe you can see how happy I am here to, letting you know about my experience and journey here. Thank you so much. Gautam joined. So,
That's
Mr.
great,
Gautam,
ma'am. Means you
Yeah,
just expressed each and everything. That's
that
superb.
was fabulous. That was fabulous, Alia ma'am.
yeah, I just told you my experience, which I felt like I was in hostel that time. We were not allowed to use mobile phone, and what I used to do, like in a blanket, I used to listen English time, guys. Even I was not able to speak, but still, till 12 to 1 p.m., I used to listen English time really. And because of the listening, because that time I was really not able to understand if people were saying advanced vocabularies. So because of these parameters, I had to listen English time, guys. Then I, improved my listening skills. Then because of corrections and motivation, which English time gives you every time, every single day, you can do like this. So I did it, and you can see me now. Thank you so much for this thing.
That was nice. Really, it gives help to everyone, I guess. So it was well session, I guess, and thanks to my mentor, Alia Gautam. Thanks for leading this and doing this such a great Q&A. And you asked properly questions to everyone. Hope after looking to this, I think most of the learners who are willing to learn, who are looking for an environment where they can speak English, they would try to reach out this also. And our motive is to just help to others who are looking for the environment where they can speak English, mostly in the background areas where they come from. So they do not have that environment where they can speak English. So this is the main struggle, especially in the rural areas. So we'll definitely try to overcome this also. And being in this environment is something that you get the confidence that, okay, I can do this. I can talk to anybody. And these all things just because of these members of English Time. Thanks to them.
And one, in a short, I can say a suggestion for each English time member and for them who would watch our video. If you are watching somebody who is speaking better than you, so don't no need to feel that he or she is better than me, I can't speak like this, because I was at your position one day, but I became like this because of hard work, because of support, and because of English time atmosphere where I could speak, I could enhance my vocabulary and everything. So just be the real man. Who are you doesn't matter. Just try to speak, join our community, join us, and if somebody is giving you correction, please don't take it on heart, because this is really a key which is going to help you, which is going to boost up your mistakes. That's it from my side. Thank you so much, Tausif sir. I forgot to show my tribute for you. You recorded this session, and really, thank you for the management, our manager sir, and thank you so much. You can just stop the recording now. Thank you.
I would like to hear a few words from him if he can.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, yes. So first of all, thank you so much, Sachin sir, for providing this platform to the people who are not able to communicate in English language in daily life, because we know we are reading newspaper every day, we are watching movies every day, we are watching television shows every day, but when we try to communicate with our family members, they will not understand what we are speaking in English. And if you go to your home and talk to your dad in English language, he will slap you and say to you, "What are you doing? Why you are talking to me in English? Why you are not talking to me in normal mother tongue?" So, so this way, like this is the platform where people can join and just try to speak whatever they want to speak. And also, the most, I mean, the most important thing I have found here is the cooperative people present here in the group. Like people try to find out the mistakes and they do not make fun of you. They will try to correct your mistakes and try to motivate you to not repeat the mistakes again. Because what happens is, like, we generally talk and we generally do a lot of mistakes, but if someone do not let us understand that this is where we are making the mistakes, then we will be repeating these mistakes again and again, and ultimately or eventually what will happen, we will jeopardize our English speaking skill. So this platform provides you that, that correction part. So you can speak whatever you want to speak and get corrected by other people present here who are excellent in grammar, English grammar, I can say. And also you will learn a lot of new vocabulary every day. So people literally here post every day related to phrasal verbs, vocabulary, and grammar stuffs also. And at times we do have grammar exercise also, because whatever I am saying right now, it is all because whatever I have listened in my life, whatever English I have listened in my life. But I was not into this grammar in detail. Like I knew about the tenses, but not exactly much into this all these tenses, modal verbs, auxiliary verbs, transitive, intransitive, regular, irregular. And the day when I joined this group, I got to know about this regular verb and irregular verb. So that was mind blowing experience for me, because like I'm learning or I'm communicating in English language for so many years, but I do not know the basics of English language. So it's like whatever we are speaking right now, it is like we do not know the basics, but we are somehow managed to speak in front of others. But I think if you know the grammar and basic stuffs well, then definitely you can speak very good English. And and one more important thing is, like we can revise the vocabulary, because every time when we are reading newspaper, we are learning new vocabularies every day. But how much we are how much we are uh, like memorizing, we are not able to memorize all the vocabulary that we are learning every day. But in English time group, whenever the discussion is happening on vocabulary, automatically it will the brain will absorb the vocabulary and you will not forget it easily. So after joining English time group, I have learned so many vocabulary, and also I'm using it at times, but not able to speak all the vocabulary. But I can understand. So if someone is talking to me and using those vocabulary, then I can easily understand what exactly he is trying to elaborate or he is trying to explain. So my brain is able to comprehend all those information. Yes, those are the experience. And I'm a new member here. I have joined recently, like I can say almost 4 weeks I have spent here, but I have learned a lot of things here in English Time Group. Thank you, Sachin sir, for providing this platform to everyone